All right. Well, speaking of terrible things the company that made Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, let's talk about Apex Legends for a second.
Y'all a bunch of freeloaders.
You know what? I'm not mad at them, dude. They release a free game, and you literally don't pay anything for it. And then for them, I mean, granted, okay, $150, okay, that's a bit excessive. Like they really should have learned from EA's whole Battlefront 2, which was a sham.
Well, let me first ask, Stekis, do you work for Respawn Entertainment? Are you the ones who?
I do not, sir. I did not manufacture a lawn and then tell the kids.
Were you the community manager who was posting all this stuff?
Yeah, listen here, that's how it's done in Brooklyn, fuckers.
If I remember correctly, it was actually $210 to actually get the one axe skin in that game.
Let's go over the news article here before we get into the commentary. So Apex Legends dev admits it broke a promise with its expensive new weapons, and it claims that this week has been a big learning experience for them. This is by Steve Watts over at GameSpot. Respawn, the studio behind Apex Legends, is admitting that the rollout of cosmetics for the Iron Crown limited time event has not gone well and is trying to set things right. In a statement posted on the EA blog, Respawn project lead Drew McCoy explains what went wrong and how the studio intends to fix it. In short, the Iron Crown event offered several new cosmetics that could only be obtained through Apex packs purchased with real money. You could obtain a couple packs through play, but to get to the full collection and a special heirloom axe that is only purchasable if you earned all the items first, you would have to spend over $150. With the Iron Crown event, we missed the mark and we broke our promise by making Apex packs the only way to get what many consider to be the coolest skins we've ever released, McCoy said. To address the issue, Respawn will be offering the 12 event exclusive items into the store for 1,800 Apex coins, roughly $18, the standard cost for a legendary skin. The rollout will begin on August 20th and continue over the course of the week as more skins are added. The studio also promises that in future events, it will provide more ways to obtain items aside from Apex packs. Previously, the only way to obtain the skins was to buy Apex packs for 700 coins. The blog goes on to state that Respawn recognizes it needs to be better at letting players know what to expect from its event structures. This event works differently than the previous events like the Legendary Hunt, and McCoy says future events will be different still in other ways. He says this event has reminded the studio that it needs to be better at communicating what to expect from events as the studio tries new things. So I think Respawn definitely needs to get better at communicating because, as you guys know, they kind of pissed off a lot of their community through their odd style of communication. Lugs, do you want to fill us in on what happened here?
So I've been watching this because this is the actual definition of how not to react to a controversy. The way it happened was they put out this random event, and it looked great because everybody was happy with the skins. The skins look amazing. Actually, some of them I've been told were some of the coolest skins in Apex Legends. And then people started doing the math on how to actually get these. If I remember correctly, only 2 of them could actually be won through the gameplay, and the rest of them needed you to spend this massive amounts of money on it. And when the community started getting a little bit upset about it, the devs, rather than actually responding constructively or even just saying that they needed to work on it, there was some who were acting like the community was acting entitled for even saying that $150 for a free game is ridiculous. And I have to agree with the players on this one a little bit, because if the entirety of the game was $150, I could even understand that for some very, very extreme games. But for just a set of skins for a game, $150 is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, Leo, they even went so far as to call people freeloaders for not spending any money on their game. What do you think about that?
I think if they would have went a different route, like the whole Overwatch where you pay a couple coins, you get the attempted skin, it'd have been one thing. Fine, you guys want to be called freeloaders, well, for being cheap asses or whatever you want to call it, but $150, that's a lot, man. That's a lot for just skins. If it was anything other than maybe actual content. I mean, hell, we paid what, $150 for the collector's edition for Star Wars, and that's an entire game MMO that I even still play.
I remember like you paid $200 for a lifetime subscription to DCUO, didn't you, Cycus?
Yeah, I did too. Yeah,
I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, So for me, it's like if I don't particularly care what they told the players. A lot of people are sensitive these days, bro. It's crazy. You get over it. You know what I mean? But I would have been okay with their response if it wasn't $150. $150 is a lot, man, for some skins. So,
what do you think about this, Cycus? Do you think that the way Respawn handled the community was poorly done?
I think the developers are living in their own bubble, and I think that they, I think they're probably getting pressure from the suits to, revenue, and I guess I don't blame them for being frustrated, but ultimately what this does is it pits the developers against the players, and whenever you have an antagonistic relationship like that, nobody wins, and ultimately this is what happens. And I think Blizzard is a great example of a company that, and I guess they have the deep pockets for this, but ultimately I think that Blizzard is the kind of company that they can look at how they're handling Overwatch, for example. It costs $5 for a skin, and the skins are all pretty much the same. They're just the colors are different. Maybe there's a little bit of a style change or something, but they don't get greedy. They don't piss anyone off. They create new characters, and the free chests come pretty decent clip. And I've been playing that game since it came out. And I still play. I was playing it earlier today, and
whoa, you play that game?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit! We're okay. Sorry. Back to the topic. Okay.
By the way,
I'll be seeing you later.
Okay, so we're going to be doing this because I play as Ash, with the rifle, and I heal as Moira all the time.
Nice. Moira's the shit.
Absolutely.
I don't know about Overwatch not pissing people off. There seem to be a lot of people upset at that game.
What are they upset about?
Let's be honest. They're not charging $150.
Right.
Yeah. And part of the entire problem with this wasn't just the 150. It was the fact that the normal way to get skins could not actually get these skins. Yep. You couldn't get them from chests. From
at
free
least in Overwatch, you could. You had a chance to get the good stuff.
Yeah,
well, you had to get all of them from loot boxes, which is basically like slot machines.
Right.
Yeah, but you couldn't get them from wins and the random loot boxes in a match and stuff like that. These actually had to be paid for because they were a different type of loot box.
Blizzard doesn't do it that way. Blizzard will say, okay, you could do the loot box method, but if you want, you could pay $5 and get the skin outright, and you're done, or use the in-game coins.
Well, I think Apex Legends made $91 million in its first month, and it's like, what, 3 months old? Something like that?
Yeah. It definitely, their method of marketing where they got some of the top streamers to stream it constantly for the first couple of days definitely might be a changing point in how some companies market their games. If I remember correctly, I read up that they did pay a lot of streamers in order to immediately start streaming it. And you saw they had something like several million viewers on the first couple of days. Just because
game is actually pretty good, though.
Yeah,
the game is actually pretty good. I personally like it. So
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, but you know what? I think everyone's just leaving that game for Anthem anyway. If you play that kind of game anyway, I mean, right?
I don't think anyone's leaving anything for
Anthem.
Anthem.
I don't think
no.
It's the other way around, right? Anthem, they're leaving Anthem for this. I don't know either of them. Okay.
So. I think Apex Legends, their biggest competitor is Fortnite right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting topic. I think you had that on our list.
I think that's David versus Goliath, though, man. Fortnite is on another level right now, dude.
Hey, thanks for checking out this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. And remember, if you want to support the channel, please check us out on the socials. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Matthew Kadish. You can also find our discussion group over on Facebook at eggfbgroup.com. That's eggfbgroup.com. Takes you right to our Facebook discussion group. And if you'd like to help support the channel, check out my books over on Amazon.com. You can find them by going to kadishbooks.com. That's Kadish books.com. And as always, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a new video for more movie, TV, and entertainment news and analysis. This is Matthew Kadish. I'll catch you guys later.